fans, I'm back, leading the autumn programmes on BBC Three with the most expensive series ever to come out of this bureaucratic dump. Roland.
So where are we going?
Further than we've ever gone before.
Report. Structural latching system integrity breached.
Prepare to take us out of here, number one.
Fire up the engines, half impulse till we clear the nebula, then punch it up to warp 9.
Ready phases, load forward torpedo bays. Engage.
Homo sapiens. What an inventive, invincible species. It's only a few million years since they crawled up out of the mud and learned to walk. Puny, defenseless bipeds. They've survived flood, famine, and plague. They've survived cosmic wars and holocausts. Now, here they are, out among the stars, waiting to begin a new life, ready to outsit eternity. They're indomitable.
The trouble with these clips I start with every day now is I get sucked into them. Like I was like, oh yeah, I love a bit of Ark in Space. Oh, I'm so not interested in buying the Big Finish, like original draft of it. I'm like, yeah, I don't really care. However, that being said, I have listened to Once and Future, the special edition, and I can report to you that's awesome, right? It is so worth your money, right? That one. The problem I've been having with Big Finish is they've saturated the market, right? In every, like, I have enough 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 8th Doctors. Now, I if you do something really interesting, you can drag me into anything, right? But like, I've had enough of all of them, right? And the stuff you're doing isn't that interesting. I'm still not sure if I'm getting the next box set of the 4th Doctor. I got to listen to the next story. And I don't know, like this one, the Joe Jones one has been a real dud, which I'm with the 3rd Doctor. However, that being said, the Once and Future is freaking awesome, right? I really enjoyed it. Right, I listened to the beginning twice because it's so cool. The pre-title sequence is when you see all the Doctors, right? And this is a really good, how I describe it. This is a really good anniversary special in that you're not trapped like in 90 minutes, right? It's told over a very broad canvas, and you get a different chapter with each Doctor. I do hope at some point they come together somehow. Right, I mean, it's that would be but I do like the way they're doing it. So you have this great pre-title sequence, which we'll watch the trailer in it. That yesterday I was looking at a bloody trailer. Why didn't they drop that a week ago and do a countdown? This should have been a much bigger deal. I just built tea on myself. But this really should have been a much bigger deal. But the trailer's fantastic. Anyway, we'll watch the trailer. Why not? Straight into it, baby. I don't mind. She cried. Chicka. That actually comes from who's it? This guy I was in rabbinical college, rabbinical seminary with this Australian guy. She cried. No! Yeah, we'll start in a second. It's like, super. I wonder where he is now. I like that guy, Dave. Very, very quietly spoken. He actually got married. I can't remember what who to though, but I think he did. Right? I think he did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Where are they now? Anyway, he's here. So let's check out this trailer. The trailer's awesome.
No! It's wrong! We have to stop it! I must fight it. I must resist.
But it all depends on how much you like the Big Finish recasting. I find that the best bit of Big Finish now. Because we're getting something like we're getting hungry interpretations, right? And I don't think we're getting that from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, right? Right. I don't think we're getting that for 11 and 12. I don't think we're getting hungry interpretations. Right. But like with 1, 2, and 3, yeah. Again, I really like the Steve Noonan one, especially in this one. Steve Noonan and what's name Troughton? Is it David Troughton? No, Michael Troughton. Right, is playing the second Doctor. It's either David or Michael. I think it's Michael. Right, is playing the second Doctor. His interpretation is just great. It's very different from Fraser Hines, but very the second Doctor. He's very jovial and naughty. Right, he really brings that out, and I really like that. Man, there is a big. What is that? Is that? Oh, I hope that's not a cricket. That would be a real bummer. Because it was tiny. I don't think it was a cricket. It looked really small. And also they look more sluggy. What was they going to say? No, the cricket threw me off, man. I have no idea what to say. Oh, totally lost it. Never mind. Right, let's go back to the trailer.
Must stabilize. Must find. Must hold on.
Yeah, so I remember I was saying about Michael Troughton's second Doctor. So it's very Joe. So seeing him go from 1 to 2, like boom, into that really works, right? I like the Stephen Noonan into Michael Troughton, and I like the they're in an interesting. They're in the 8th Doctor's TARDIS, so I couldn't tell. He said, this time jumping thing is affecting you too, old girls, into the TARDIS, right? So I couldn't tell if that meant the console room kept changing, and when they were flitting in and out between different Doctors. I assume they're always wearing the War Doctor's outfit, right? So, as well. It's like, does he quickly change? Basically, when he stabilizes Tom Baker, does he quickly throw a scarf and a coat and a hat on? I guess, I guess he knows where he keeps it. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, so basically the Doctor. So one thing I was pissed off about, right? They didn't have the War Doctor in the beginning going, "Oh no, I've been hit with a time warp weapon," or something along those lines. They're just like, he's unconscious. I thought that was a bit really, you couldn't get him for a line or two. Really, he was really that one. Was too busy for a line. That sounds crazy. I mean, he's got a box set coming out this month. And I do like the War Dogs. Anyway, he's not in it. So, but he's like, oh, he's regenerating. And he starts to, and he's first into 7, and he's like Sylvester McCoy, and then Colin Baker for a bit, then Peter Davison briefly, then down to then I think goes to Hartnell, goes to Steve Noonan, the first Doctor. Then back up, then to the second, then to the third, then stabilizes on the 4th. But it's nice seeing all of them in the pre-title sequence. And I like that it's giving you we're going to get a lot of Doctor Who's, and and also here the other thing. Well, let's watch the trailer and I'll give you the review. Is he degenerating his TARDIS as well? Because he should be in the War Doctor TARDIS, which is not this. This is the 8th. I like this. This is my favorite TARDIS. This is the best TARDIS by far. I love this TARDIS. Right? Look, if I was a billionaire, I would build this TARDIS, but with the scale, with the roof, and I would make it huge. Right? I would so do that. And I'll just go and hang out in there. I'd have a chair in there. I'd read comic books. But I'll just have that light. Yeah, I'll just have that lighting on. Oh, that's what I want.
What was I saying before I interrupted myself? Oh, yes. Find the bunk.
is that really too much to ask? That I should be able to be a billionaire to have that. That's all I want. Back to the future, part 5. Yeah, so I can confirm it's genuinely excellent. You get a great pre-title sequence with all the doctors, and then it settles on Tom Baker, and he's very much Tom Baker. They pick up Sarah Jane literally at the end of Hand of Fear. As he's dropped off and the doctors left. The problem is it highlights how much he's not like Liz Slater, but what can you do? It's a good meddling monk story, right? There's a flimsy pretext. It basically is a fun romp, right? That's what it is. It's a fun romp, and it's very much based on nostalgia. Right, like for the Doctor seeing Sarah Jane, it's nostalgia, right? It's this pain of the past, right? And that really kind of comes through on it, right? It's a little bit with Unit, and it's just all these bits put together, and all the components are good. Even the boring Caitlin Stewart and Osgood Unit. They're in this frothy mix. They're kind of fun. So you have these giant, you have these nice monsters, and you have the monk being very monkish and just being naughty and making money. I like this monk, right? I like the meddling monk in general. I think it's this character that's really done well. I think Rufus Hound is perfect casting. I like Graham Garden too. I thought he was very good, but the Rufus Hound is fantastic. What's it? The meddling nun was awful. Gemma, whatever her name, I can't remember. Genuinely awful in comparison. Thank God she wasn't in this. It feels, even though it's basically one Doctor, it feels very much like you're in a anniversary special. It feels very like glorying in itself in the past, and I think they're doing that by having like laundry lists of people to have in them. Let's have a quick look. Fine, then we'll start thinking about getting to the chat. And I didn't mean to go into this review. It was a mistake. I got the special edition. I kind of prefer the regular edition cover. I hate to tell you. There you go. It's what, $11.24. Totally worth it. So, in my opinion, I say this is worth a subscription, right? I think this is genuinely worth it. Doink. There we go. Fine. So, Once in Future, we've seen the video already. So yeah, he's trying to solve the mystery of his degeneration, right? What's going on? So he has to go find. He knows a meddling monk was involved. The meddling monk. So basically, just matching up. It's a big mashup, right? And then next month is going to be Peter Davison one apparently. But they're playing it very close to the chest about like we don't know what the third one is or anything like that. And there's a final one that's somehow there's a final one that's I think somehow tied into the new series that's coming out next year, right? I think the Christmas special has to air first before it can come out. All right, so it doesn't spoil something. So that sounds pretty cool. So this is the next one. It's by James Goss. James Goss is knows what he's doing, and again, you can see it's like a laundry list of stuff they give them, right? So he's got the what's the name? The curator, who is who can now be the curator can either be Tom Baker or Colin Baker. Apparently, it's it was, I don't know. It basically it's a morphing thing that between different doctors. Okay, it's got what's the name? Jenny, Georgia Tennant. Man and boy, that was that picture taken a long time ago. But again, I like these. These bounce along at about an hour long. They feel like holiday specials, right? That's what it is. They feel like special. So I'm enjoying it. Do we know anything about the third one? Again, they're keeping it all very close to the chest. And then again, this is the packaging for the special edition. Special edition, you get an extra 15 minutes of extras, essentially, right? A Genius for War. And it's by Jonathan Morris. Nothing about which Doctor is. See, they're playing it really close to the chest. A Genius for War. I wonder what Doctor that will be. But again, I guess it's kind of fun. Keep guessing. But yeah, that was my. I didn't mean to review that now. I just enjoyed it so much, right? I thought it was worth a mention. Where's the I had all my I had all the things lined up ready. Did I close them by mistake? That would be really super dumb of me. Yeah, I did something really super dumb. I had all the screen grabs. All the thumbnails open up, ready to go, right? Here we go. Point. I got them back, right? But I must have closed them by mistake. I got excited. These things happen. I get excited. Let's put up some eye candy. We'll get to the chat, and then we will move forward. This I think I'm going to be putting out tomorrow for. We'll do a Star Wars themed live stream. It being the 4th of May. May the 4th. We're trying to work out what to do for Sabbath. I should tell my wife it's Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, that's something to remember. Weird ass AI generated Star Wars. Speaking of AI generated, check this out. This is all completely AI generated. And this is it right at the birth of this. This is hardly there. Like the Tucker Carlson stuff, I'm thinking a lot of it was AI generated. Right? But here, check this out. Freaking me out.
In a world of glamour and intrigue where nothing is quite as it seems.
It's really weird because it's painting it frame by frame. But it's and you can see in the background that guy's painted weirdly, his face. But yeah, this is all AI generated.
One chance encounter leads to a night of unforgettable adventure and romance.
The music, the atmosphere. It's like stepping into a whimsical dream.
Care to dance and make this dream even more enchanting, madame?
Featuring stunning dance performances, unexpected twists, and a touch of feline elegance. This whimsical and captivating.
I mean, it's pretty darn good work, if you don't mind me saying so. But the things we can get these robots to do, freaking hell. We're living in strange times, mate. Right? This is really weird.
Captivating romantic comedy set in the glamorous 1930s era is sure to sweep you off your feet.
Yeah, and it kind of changes frame from frame. You see, it's not quite right each.
This.
Okay, look at her face, right?
Tonight just keeps.
But yeah, none of this looks real. But it's really weird. It's a new thing.
It's getting more and more peculiar.
Well, they do say that curiosity killed the cat. But in this case, it seems to have given it a double life.
From the visionary creator of Taste of Duality comes a movie that will leave you spellbound and craving more.
I want to know what they fed into the AI to get it to produce this. Right? Because it's all about different prompts. There's the Dan prompt you can put into Chat GPT, the do anything now, which is you would get Chat GPT to be a character that tells the truth, right? And that strips out all the woke programming from it. It's really interesting.
Ready to experience the magic of The Great Cat Spy. A celebration of passion, humor, and the pursuit of the perfect romance.
Did they put this in, or did it think this up?
Coming soon to.
And why is this being made so we can just make our own porn? I mean, really, that seems like be like the first application for anything, right? I mean, like, I can't, like, it's really bad when when you put the what's it called? Yeah, the OnlyFans out of work because you can just AI generate anything you want, right? It's like, quite frankly, we have way too much choice right now. Like I was saying in an intro this morning, I can't remember which video, that like nowadays, literally, you can type in anything like catfish, grandmother, goldfish bowl, vacuum cleaner, porn, and you will get that. You'll get a selection of that, right? But now you can just make your own, I guess, without making your own.
The screen near you.
What's that by? By the Visible Maker. What is the? Let's look up the Visible Maker. Okay, that's let's look up look, if we're gonna have machine overlords, at least this is artistic. The Visible Maker. What is that? Visible makers, visible, what is it? AI, what was it? AI tool. Okay. AI content generator, but no, is this Visible Maker? Move it. Okay, well, let's see if there's another slide. How I generated a full CG film with AI. It was 15 minutes long. But shall we see how they did that? I think is this it? YouTube downloader line. Boink. Yeah, I got to get through the ad. Ah, there you go. What? I'll skip it. Finally. Okay, this is really freaky. I use a number of cutting-edge AI technologies and tools to create a full animated short film. Sorry for the audio quality. Yeah, so do they actually have bits of the film on it or not? Is this the one we were just watching? No. It's from 8 months ago. Let me see if he's got something more recent, because this guy seems like he knows what he's doing. Generated 3D sets for your short films. Let's have a look. I don't know. All right, so here, let me see if there's any other information. The Visible Maker. Oh, let me do it as one word. Hang on. The Visible Maker. That's YouTube. Raising visions using traditional and the latest AI tools. Okay, so they have like 3 videos. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, this is them. Yeah, about. Let's have a look at their Twitter. Oh, it is. I mean, it's impressive that we're here already, right? Where are we going to come to, right? It's where I'm telling you, mate. We're going to be able to make your own content, and the first content you're going to be making is porn, right? I'm telling you, that's how technology is driven, right? But yeah, weird. I'll say I generated Star Wars. That's for tomorrow. Citadel. Oh man, did I love that show? Can't wait for next one. It's on Friday. That was a preview we did yesterday. Thank God this lived up to the hype. I'm very, very happy about that. That's tonight. Oh yeah, we got to get these articles. What else we got? I mean, we got way too much to look at. Okay, there's something going on upstairs. Like again, I'm sure this is some kind of AI tool with it, right? That strikes me as something's going on. Yeah, that went out today. Is it? Yeah, is it a camp fest? It seems like it. On the other hand, everybody hits Rosny Davis. Probably a good sign. They're a good-looking couple. I remain excited about this this duo. I'm not sure I'm going to be posting this video, right? I don't want to get copyright. I don't want to get community struck by YouTube, right? Disney Demortry. Pride Nights, gay orgies coming. All are coming. All over. I'm not my child, okay? The Magic Kingdom in June, yes. Oh, Pride Month is coming. Get ready for the streets to be slippery. How to have an awesome life, home, and community. Life hacks from the Old Testament that's good for everybody. Yes, and that's and Chris Chibnall. Oh man, that's a good story. That is a good story. Fine, let us with that get to the chat. If God is infinite, says Lonnie, I believe he is, but can't quote the scripture. Yes. If you want a scripture, it's Shema Yisrael, Hashem, that's one name of God, Elokeinu, another name of God, Hashem, the first name of God, is one, Echad. Wherever that is, I'll tell you exactly what I'll look it up for you, right? Location of Shema in Chumash. See, I'm thinking all Jewy to you. So where's this come from? Deuteronomy 6.4. Is this the right one? Yeah. Deuteronomy 6.4. There you go. Gave you the scripture for you. You're welcome. Okay, 1 second. My daughter just sent me a voice WhatsApp. So hang on. I have to turn my mic off so I can hear it. It might be like, I'm pregnant. It's not going to be that she's pregnant, okay? That's not what's going to happen. But here, I got to turn the voice, so that's fine because I'm the only parent home, even though she's in her mid-20s. Okay, wait. Nothing to worry about. She's walking the dog. Really? Okay, thank you for letting me know. So if God is infinite, I believe he is, but can't quote the scripture, are all particles of matter God? Yes. Is energy God? Yeah, that's what E equals MC squared means. That's exactly what E equals MC squared is. Yes. There is no time, energy, space, matter is all the same thing. Right? Is all energy God? Yes. Is there atomic particles of thought? Are they God? Everything is God. Okay? They're all dead, Dave. Dead. No, Dave. They're dead, Dave. All of them are dead. Dead, Dave. Yeah, everything is part of God. Right? That's essentially it. Right? And the more that you can make that a reality, the more pleasurable your existence is. Right? And that's really what the study of Kabbalah is all about. It was so weird, right? This was really when I was like 19, maybe 20. I was young. I think it was more like 19. I was relatively newly in rabbinical seminary. I relatively newly became religious, right? And we were in my rabbinical seminary was in this like long, thin building on like the outside of the just on the wall of the old city, right? And I had missed the afternoon prayer, so I was going to do it quietly by myself. So I went to the end of like this like tunnel thing, where they had the where not many people went. They had this one class that went there that worked there often, and I did the afternoon prayer like privately, right? Quite because you do it, you miss them, you catch up, right? That's basically what it is. I've been religious long enough that I could like be laissez faire, right? So and I had this, and so I did this like it's a very formulaic prayer service, right? Like if you crack what you're doing, it's very good, right? And man, all of a sudden, I had this like intense prayer experience, like this like revelation of God, right, on a very, very deep level. And it was like being super high, but better. And it was very pleasurable. And after I was like, whoa, that was freaky, right? So yeah, basically what you say, everything is God, right? That's why, I mean, the central idea of life is seeing the oneness in everything, right? Seeing that we are stronger together because we are together. Here's the thing: we need to be unique and express our own personal uniqueness, right? Because God has made us, each one of us, unique and have our own personal, strengths and proclivities of how to be great, right? So we've got to expect everybody's uniqueness. But if we all had the same central vision of of believing in God and that they're not divided from one another, right? That would be a messianic age, right? Because there will be such an intense love in the world. I think it'll make most things melt away, right? If we all saw that we were indeed one. Now, how would we get there? I don't know. I mean, look, we are literally another step to World War III. Apparently, Putin, not Putin. The Russians are saying that there was a drone attack on the Kremlin to assassinate Putin by the Ukrainians, who were spoiling for doing something like this anyway. And they say, oh, no, there's no proof. There's as much proof as when the Americans say anything. I mean, really? Another step towards World War III. Man, and the Tucker Carlson stuff. Well, firstly, it makes him look cool. And secondly, is it real? Because it all seems kind of deep fakey to me. Like, it all seems like it's flickery rendering stuff, Like, that all seems like stuff I could do. I don't know. It doesn't seem that great. It seems okay, but not like that great. Fine. So there you go. So I hope that answers your question. You saw what I did there? Dude, I answered that question quite quickly. I just said yes. So I wasn't even derailed with that one. Although I did find it interesting. Thank you. Where are we up to? Fine. Darren M is here. How you doing, Darren? And greetings and felicitations to you, my good sir. What else we have? Matthew Burrows is here. How you doing, Matthew Burrows? Mr. Jekyll and Hyde is here. Both of them together, and they're looking for fun. Would Jekyll and Hyde be in a threesome? Like, technically, if they had like one prostitute. Here's okay. You are a prostitute, right? And you are having sex with Mr. Hyde, and he changes into Jekyll, right? Or vice versa. You're having sex with Jekyll, and he changes into Hyde, right? No. You're having sex with Hyde, right? Because he'll be paying for a hooker. And he changes into Jekyll midway, right? You have to pay twice because they're two people. I don't know. Listen, the Jekyll and Hyde enthusiasts. You get to think about that. Actually, I used to do that in rabbinical seminary. I used to I had these like high level legal Jewish minds. Were our teachers, and there's one who's like, very, very clever, very easy to derail, right? So I asked him one time, let's say you have a vampire, right, and he wants to become religious, right, and he feels bad for being a vampire. What can he do? He needs to eat, and he's like, that's a good question. And he asked me about fish blood because that's not strictly speaking, non-kosher. So there you go. You have a seafood diet. There's an answer for everybody. Fine. Jonathan Cox, I think I said hello to you, but why not? Why not say hello to you? Why not be friendly? The Dead DC is here. How you doing, Dead DC? Thank you for joining us. Reason around big finish have really fallen. Yeah, but this one's good. This one's genuinely good. Mark the Vicar is here. Big Finish, also known as the middle to upper class bollocks. Yes, it is middle to upper class bollocks, right? Yes, Yes. But listen, I like the Steve Noonan box sets. I like the War Doctor box sets. I like the Second Doctor, and everything else. You have to impress me at this point, right? You have to impress me. I would much rather go to Dr. Alex's channel and listen to AI Peter Capaldi reading season 12. Like way more. Would rather do that. It's a much more enjoyable experience. Speaking of which, my book on tape of Millennial Rights actually progressed today. Right, I want to do 10 minutes of it a day, right? And I did that. I'm up to about 20 minutes right now. Right, if I can do 10 minutes a day, we'll start knocking it out. So that is the plan, right? That's the plan. So that's actually really coming. Oh, it's coming. But it's really. But here's the thing: you got to like listen to it as you do it, and fix the problems as you go. Like add spaces, take spaces out, create words here or there. That sort of thing. Fine. Can Kraskell, how you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us. Paul Tozer is here. How are you doing, Paul Tozer? Thank you for joining us this fine evening. My buddy can do a spot on impression on Capaldi. They said they should try and be the Big Finish 12. Why not? Capaldi is very underserved, right? I am hungry for Capaldi Doctor Who, right? I am like, even the Big Finish. I didn't get his second one where they had Jake Dunham playing Capaldi, but I got the first one where he was narrating it. Was great, right? Paul Zoner says he can do audio. Oh, you're not a pillow biter, right? Chibnall, Tom Baker sadly wasn't available for the Power of the Doctor. Meanwhile, Tom Baker, I told my agent if Chibnall calls asking for me, tell him I'm too bloody busy. He probably is. I'm too busy having a life and not being anywhere near him. Chibnall, we feel bad for you. Dr. Scott the Sentinel is here. I don't know what I just saw. What was that? I don't know. AI. Yeah, that thing is so freaky, right? It's so bizarre. It's the end of human creativity and maybe humanity itself. More like humanity itself. But in terms of human creativity, I have to say I disagree. As long as I have creative tools with this stuff, right, and I can tell it what I want, right, and it'll make it for me. Fuck me. I'm all over it. Oh my God. I'm going to have I'll have channels of Tzvi, right? I'll have Rabbi TV. There's so much I would do, right? Oh my God. And it'll be like original stuff. But yeah. And listen, if I want to do something that's under copyright, I'll just do my own version of it. No, it's like, okay, no problem. Like I would so do like a imagine Edward Woodward starring in a big screen adaptation in the same vein as the Cushing movies, right? Basically the same Doctor, adapting the demons, right? I think that would be awesome, right? I think that would be fantastic. But there's all kind of things. I would probably not do anything Doctor Who. Let's say I could create anything. I don't know. It depends what tools become available first. That are the best ones. Like if they have like a cartoon maker where you can create your own characters and it'll animate it and do, you can direct it. I mean, maybe they have that already. I don't know. The modern Cybermen looks so different to the Cybermen I grew up with in the 80s, so they don't seem like the same villain anymore. Well, I mean, you got to compare them also to the. I think the modern Cybermen are much closer to the early Cybermen. The 80s Cybermen were really a massive step away, right? It's basically finding that flight suit. And I think they worked fantastic. I think they looked great. They were modern. They were fantastic. But they were the least metallic, right? You go look at Tomb or any of the oh my God, all up there. I mean, they're all in like this metallic silver. What's it called? Rubber, but it felt more felt more like metal, right? It felt more like especially in Invasion, and in Invasion and in Tomb and Whitwheel in Space, right? It felt like it was some kind of weird metal that would like act like material or something along those lines. But yeah. But I mean, I think that's one of the best reinventions Doctor Who ever did when the Cybermen showed up. Oh man. And I remember getting excited working out what it was at the end of the trailer. It's a Cyberman! I was having dinner at the time. Or maybe maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was doing that when I realized it was Omega. It was around the same time. I didn't even have to derail him. Say, it didn't take much, mate. If I say bring back the classic 80s Cybermen, they should bring back David Banks. David Thanks. I think it meant Banks to do the voice of the Cyber. I agree with you. And I wish there was a special edition. If we have AI, this is the first thing I wanted to fucking make, right? A special edition of the Doctor Falls, right? With all the Cybermen. Because it goes from the Mondosian Cybermen right through straight to, what was it? The David Tennant ones, right? I'm like, oh man, I wanted to see some moon-based ones. I wanted to see some. So yeah, more Cybermen, attacking with. First, you got to see them go to moon-based ones. Then you got to see them go to invasion ones. Then you got to go see them go to revenge ones, and then Earthshock. And then and then even go from Earthshock to Silver Nemesis because then it's a shorter hop to get to. So 5 more Cybermen, sets of Cybermen, right? They're basically not the same. For the old Cybermen, are these ones? Let me think. Are they the same? Because they to me they seem very similar. Right? Are you saying they just seem like big robots now because they're all encased in metal? It's an interesting point of view. I hadn't thought that before. I mean, I thought it worked very well when they had Bill Potts get turned into a Cyberman, right? I think that really brought home the horror of it. But that was like a Mondosian Cyberman. A Mondosian Cyberman. I love the way he said that. Oh, I want more Capaldi. I really do. How can they easily come up with an explanation as to why the Cyber Leader sounds so old? Because I'm assuming the Cybermen will have... easily. They just say it's the same Cyber Leader, right? They find he's old and they deactivated him. They react, Cyber Army awakes. Ding dong, and he's thousands of years old now, right? Because yes, that's what I want to see. Our army away, and they all wake up from their hibernation. Yeah, okay, Shooty, that's what I want to see, mate. Now we have the Doctor and his daughters. Magnificent. Have you heard the Big Finish stuff? It's really quite good. So Scott, I'm getting sucked in by your cyber love, baby. Your cyber love. Sorry, I think I said hello to you. How you doing? Disaster Air is here. How you doing, Disaster Air? Thank you for joining us. And who else we got? A little bit. PD Richard. Putin stated it as his evidence because who gives them what's the difference? But everyone's going to lie about everything always anyway, right? What's the difference, right? We live in strange times, mate. Man, I might want to do an hour show. I haven't even started yet. I mean, God made me non-religious. How does that work? I think he gives us free will, mate, right? I think he gives us free will. I have to tell you, I think one of the least religious people I know genuinely loves God, right? And it's a comedian who was funny guy. He's funny. He was in rabbinical ceremony. He left a cartoon strip when he left of how he went there at Sunday. Boom, he's wearing he's indoctrinated into it all. But I think he's got a real axe to grind with God, right? And he's angry with God. But I think he really loves God, right? Rich Zelensky is just bad. I know they're all bad. Like honestly, I wish the apocalypse would have happened already. The waiting for them to fuck up. Like, oh, how are they gonna like? What really? How's it gonna go? I mean, just tell me. Oh, because okay, for the last 2 years, 2.5 years now, more, 2.5 years, we've been living in a world of spinning plates. Each one of them is the apocalypse. Spinning plates of doom everywhere. Yeah, one of them's gonna go soon. And we've been out for 2 fucking years, mate. Doing my head in. It's doing my nut. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my look of life, though, ladies and gentlemen. May I say there are different different opinions. Em is there. How are you doing, Em? Thank you for joining us. And we're calling out. Oh, Tzvi Lebetkin. First, I would be a 3-way with Nicola Minnie. Oh God. Oh, I got to end the stream. Oh, we can do that. Oh, I also do that. Oh. Yeah. That was really worth it. Anyway, I digress. Was I really telling the truth there? I don't know. DCU is DOA. Yeah, if they're going to do a Ta-Nehisi Coates Black Superman, yes, that's going to be. I mean, like, oh God, on Crowd it was going over about this awful woman who defamed this white woman, and she's just like awful in every way. Here, well, let me find it on Crowder. Oh. 3 with Rima and Asia Argento. Oh, not bad. Do loud with Crowder. 1 second. Today's show was all about the Tucker Carlson stuff. I think that's all deep fake, honestly. Here, I'll just show you. This is awful. Right, this is awful. Like, this is what I'm always like in fear of happening. Hang on, where is it? Was it a tab? There you go, doink. There you go. So, so Hannah Bryant, she said this woman said you would all make good speed bumps. No, that didn't happen at all. Right, she basically got caught going the wrong way in a Black Lives Matter riot. Tried to back up, and said, "What's that you say? You said make good speed bumps?" And she nothing. Okay, so this is what I've been, and she doxes her, and goes to and then harasses her to get her basically her life destroyed. Finally, oh no, that's the wrong one. Hang on, where's that link I wanted? Is this the one? No. Yeah, the clip went viral, right? Man. Is this the girl brought down a statue brothers in Justice Jeffrey? Well, which one was it? Oh, wait a minute, I can find it this way. If I just go New York Times, National Review, NPR. I just saw this today. Fox, Washington Post, YouTube, Reason. Ow, where was it then? Oh, 1 second. Is this it? Yes, finally. Here we go. 1 second. Stop screen. Share screen. Yeah. This is nightmarish, right? I mean, not just all the ads, which are like, what's going on with that? Well, I like that we got lots of very multicultural ads going on, right? That's good to know. So, Saturday, BLM activist ruthlessly destroyed white life student while accusing her of saying racial injustice protesters will make good speed bumps, only to later admit she may have misheard. She did mishear, and it's basically, I don't know. Entitled much. So this is the Black Lives Matter activist, right? Yeah, and she's very angry for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. Yeah, so she destroyed this poor woman's life, right? She insists she told the trucker blocking the road that she she didn't say. Anyway, she just got like vindicated, but her life was just destroyed, right? And it remains destroyed. And who are these chicks kissing? I don't know. But I like they're doing that. Here, continue reading. Doing. Well, like, yeah, look, that's what racism looks like today, right? It looks like too many more pictures of the woman. Oh man, that's her father. Oh, that's so sweet. The picture of the BLM activist. Whoa, man, I think she's more of a BMI activist than a BLM activist. That's the scary world we live in, baby. That's the scary world we live in. Everything is beautiful. Everything is awesome. Fine. Let's get to some Doctor Who. There we go. Man, I wanted to be wrapping up by now. I'm literally just starting. I can't believe this. And it's all my fault. It's entirely my fault, right? So they're on Cam Productions. How you doing? Aren't the Stephen Crowder and Daily Wire at war at the moment? Yes, they are. Well, I don't know if they are, but man, Crowder would be so much happier had he worked out a deal with them. Really, he would have been so much happier. Like, I'm happy he's on Rumble. I hope Tucker signs to Rumble. But like, Daily Wire would have been great. Like, listen, if they needed more money or he needed a different deal or something, right? I think he should have been somewhat responsible for his own income, right? Like if I bring in this number of subscribers, then I get this percentage or whatever. I get this, my base salary goes up and down depending on my performance, right? And it's just whatever it is. I get a base salary and then whatever based on numbers. Let him control his own social media unless he wants you to do it, right? That's essentially what I think. And I think you should have joint ownership of all content made during the time, right? I think that's the only fair and reasonable way of working it out. Right, and that they didn't try and make a deal was done, but anyway, I think Daily Wire is a great fit for Tucker as well. Like a fantastic fit for Tucker. I would sign up Daily Wire right now for that. Right, get Daily Wire Plus, and I totally would, 100%. It's and they got a lot of their other content I want, but Tucker is the thing that will push me over the edge. And what they should do, whoever signs him up, he should get a free 15-minute daily monologue, 15, 20. That was the best bit, right? That was definitely the best bit. And that'll bring in the subscribers. Fine. With that, let's go over here. Doing. Let's decode the teaser trailer, the confusing teaser trailer. So, Surprising Network error returned Doctor Who and teaser trailer full of cryptic messages for Doctor Who 60th anniversary special. And I like that you had to play it backwards to get it to go correctly, right? Fine. So they just say they find a way of shoehorning a mention on Jodie Whittaker. Clearly, the algorithm likes that still. So they said, yeah, the shock reveal of David Tennant. It wasn't how was it a shock reveal when he'd been shockingly revealed? Right? That's not a shock reveal. Right? You can't shock reveal somebody when they have already shockingly been revealed. Right? You can only do that one. Like, they said they killed the number 2 guy in Al Qaeda way too many times, if I may say so, right? Yeah, look, Michael Knowles inviting Tucker on. Yeah, exactly. It's just the exactly the right fit for him. It really is. And it'll bring a lot of people to that audience, right? Which will be great. Fine. Fine. So we got They're getting to the point, I think. Slowly, but surely. So news about Six has been restricted since the trailer dropped at Christmas. Although Russell T Davies' return as Doctor Who showrunner, there has been plenty of excitement amongst fans and somewhat shock at some of your casting choices, right? Listen, Russell, I think it'll be good, but it's looking a little bit like your wank mag right now, right? You want to wind that in a little bit, right? So we got the network error. Cameron's shot. We already saw the network error appear during the Saturday Night BBC1 schedule before a 10-second teaser for the new Doctor Who that followed. Right, the teaser was an amalgamation distorted video. I mean, we should play it. I mean, I guess it's. I mean, like, really, it'll be silly not to. Hang on, video file. Where did I put it? I think, do I have it up there? I didn't. There you go. Didn't get rid of it yet. Here we go. So this is it. Playing the correct way round.
Cryptic. I hate that.
Why did this face come back?
Okay, fine. Fine. Yeah, so the video was backwards, but the audio was forwards. Right, if you play the video forwards, the audio is backwards. It made little sense, but a lot more is revealed once the audio is reversed. Ironically, when reversed, the Doctor can be saying cryptic. I hate that. Giving it off to the cryptic tailor itself. Then Donna followed up with, why did this face come back? Nothing else was spoken, but fans were quick to point out the distorted version of Doctor's theme tune from season 1 to 4. No, season 4, actually. I think they used that one. Is briefly used with the Russell T Davies' original run as Doctor Who showrunner and another nod to his return. Yeah, look, it's the same production, right? It's the same production. 6th anniversary will focus on the seemingly impossible return of 10 as the Doctor and the Chaos. It's essentially the Star Beast, right? They've confirmed that many times over. Doctor on reunion will cause be the focus on. However, the cryptic game includes some more images and messages with different pieces of code and text appearing intermittently throughout the trailer. Although they were quick shots of a soldier with glowing eyes and a time vortex. Well, we don't know it's a time vortex. We know it's there, and the TARDIS windows. Plus, one image showed what looked like a hand surrounded by glowing light. That was that Doctor's hand from that he lost in the. What was it? It was I remember I knocked it down this morning. I said, "No, I've got to pick that up." Still too far away. Leave me alone. Anyway, it was the Doctor's hand. We decided, right? Okay. Sorry about glowing light. Fine. The coding on the Doctor Who teaser trailer. What does the coding on Doctor Who teaser trailer mean? Yes. So people have gone to tower this stuff. There's all this like different coding on here, like decoding for J8. But yeah, so you got like machine code stuff. It's very cool. So okay. Cryptic coding and message on the teaser trailer seems random, especially as they were almost impossible to read at the time of watching. But they could be messages hinting at the future Doctor Who news. The trailer showed an image of a run of process. What's that? Showed an image of a run process titled. Okay. Binary to text convert to, right? So encouraging audience to translate the messages into another trailer. See, okay, I love that. Okay, we got like it's literally 11-second clip, and 3 seconds of it isn't the trailer. Right? It's like a 7 to 8 second trailer, and they packed it full with information. I think that's very clever. I really do. My hat is off to them for that. In fact, now I'm just realizing how clever that was. I'm genuinely impressed. Fine. So fine. So the where was it? So when translating to binary, Kinko crackers found the words "the Star Beast" were revealed. Oh, that's from Doctor Who. That's the Meet the Beat. That's Doctor Who magazine, Doctor Who Weekly, 19 to 26. Right. System issues. DW was spotted referring to Doctor Who Weekly Comics 1926 from 1980, which coincidentally titled Doctor Who and the Star Beast. Yes. The comic features two monsters, the Meeps and the Wraith Warriors. Both monsters showed in the Doctor Who trailer, in the anniversary trailer. Another network error message showed user ID EV1305, hinting the next major trailer doc will be the 13th. Okay. The night of the Eurovision Song Contest. Okay, that's very cool. And being hosted by United Kingdom. Eurovision will air on BBC One for English audience with such a large viewer count expected. BBC on BBC tonight, it's highly expected a Doctor Who trailer will air before it. Oh, yes, we will doing a deep dive into that. Doctor Who's trailer shows a possessed unit soldier. Well, I guess so. The new character revealed during the trailer in the form of a unit soldier who lifted a visor in his helmet to reveal glowing eyes. The uniform suggests it's a unit soldier. Yeah, okay, we got that. From the previous photos of Doctor Who, blah, 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 blah. Rossi have included unit throughout. Yeah, and we have blah, 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 blah. You're not paid by the world. Maybe he is. Rossi David's term. Okay, unit, blah, blah, blah. Strangely, the unit soldiers' glowing eyes could link to unit soldiers that are featured in Doctor Who and the Star Beast comic. Finally! Fuck me! God, you got more rabbit than Sainsbury's, mate. What is up with you? Behave. In these comics, unit soldiers' eyes glow due to exposure of neutron radiation. The exposure of radiation that turned them into zombies. And they are possessed and could be used by Meet the Beat. Okay, so there you go. As the neutron radiation was caused by a neutron pile, the Meat used and was transferred to the Black Sun. Twitter user Agnor has pointed out that the Black Sun could have turned Meat evil. Which turned Meat evil could be a feature in the new trailer. Mistaken for the time vortex. That's what I thought as well. Was there a picture of that? All the hints to the Star Beast comic suggest the story will be Doctor Who's 6th anniversary special. Yeah, I mean, like, we keep getting that with Yasmin Philly taking the role of Sharon. Now playing Rose, apparently, right? So the teaser trailer may have confirmed the return of the Dr. Donna. Oh, because they're talking about the hand, right? Yeah. Well, I guess that would make sense about how she would survive, but why wouldn't they have used that before? Right? It's like, he's moping around. Oh, I'm so sad. I can't say hello, Donna. Well, he could have just done this before. Like, well, then why is he back? And he knows those teeth. Hang on. Doink. He wrote that line, David Tennant. I know these teeth. A major mystery that needs to be answered in the 60th anniversary special is how the Doctor and Donna can be reunited. Fine, so he's explaining that, blah, 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 blah. They have to erase the memories. The trailers have revealed the Doctor and Donna may have to reunite, raising the question of whether Dr. Donna will return. The new cryptic trailer shows an image container with the Doctor's hand in it, an arm reaching for it, and gold light surrounding it. It was the same image as when Donna originally reached for the hand that absorbed the Time Lord's knowledge, implying that Donna will repeat this. Maybe, I don't know. The trailer had other similarities to Jonas End, such as the shot the TARDIS windows, so the Doctor Donna may have to return to Doctor Who once again. It makes a lot of sense that's where it will be going, right? That does make a lot of sense. I cannot argue with that, right? Okay, so I think that's actually reasonably solid thinking. Well done. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Screenwriter. Who is Jessica Smith? There we go. We're going to look you up. Okay, normally she's a moron, but like, very good, very good. 176 articles published. This was a good one, Jessica. 4 Ways Wednesday season 2 is already improving on season 1. Why Bryan Cranston movie is Paul Rudd's? Why one bad Bryan Cranston movie is Paul Rudd's fault? Okay. Queen Charlotte prequel series can finally solve one. Okay, I don't care. Black Mirror's. Oh, that's coming out soon. When does Black Mirror come out? 1 second. Oh, 1 second. Black Mirror season 6. Yeah. June. Okay, good, because there's a lot coming out in May. Cool. Okay, excellent. Fine. Let's get to the Chris Chibnall marketing from hell. This is wonderful, right? This is so funny. Yeah, we do this. Zoom in. So, okay, this thread is brilliant, right? So far, this guy is replying to this saying, so if 2021 taught us anything, Doctor Who ARG marketing for Eurovision final will have exclusive reveals stock promo of a stock promo photo of David Tennant set against a blue background with no further promo info. I don't know. Okay, fine. So 21 taught us anything about Doctor Who ARG mark. Well, that's 2021. We're in 2023 now. All right. Okay. Fine. So let's see what this guy has to say. Ben Davis, who likes BLM. So this comes from a friend of a friend. All three of us went to uni together. I'm not so close with them. Who worked on Doctor Who advertising during the Chibnall run. What they said made stuff like this and the complete lack of advertising for the show makes sense, right? Apparently, Chibnall insisted that every single piece of promotion that went out had to be approved by him personally. Usually, you have someone whose job it is to approve that, but Chibnall insisted on doing that himself. Well, what? Okay, why would he think he's good at that? I don't. What? Frankly, why is he doing anything? Why is he writing the scripts? He's shit at that too. Should have got Paul Cornell in. Frankly, he could have made that into he could have been like head writer, right? And they actually could have had like, it would have been workable. But man, because he's a talentless cunt, I guess. Fine, but Chibnall says I'm doing it himself. They wanted to be secretive, sure, but even them, they planned to have posters and billboards everywhere for stuff, but Chibnall either refused or didn't have time, and so the deadline to have them passed because he didn't look at them. Trailers were basically second drafts because he got notes in late, and they'll have to quickly turn them into a watchable trailer with sound mixing finished. He also rejected ideas that had some points making them redo everything with barely any guidance. That sounds, yes, that 100% sounds like it, right? On the outside, he was seen as guerrilla marketing. The lack of marketing making the fans speculate about when the marketing was, and having Chibnall and the actors do interviews saying it's coming, don't worry, whereas in reality he wasn't approving anything other than promo pictures for or two for use, and never hitting trailer deadlines. It sounds like everything. It sounds like he was just a disaster. All this to say, I'm not sure how it affected the BBC Rossi Davis treat the show. Now, well, I think Rossi Davis wants it to be successful. That's not what we talked about, but I can't imagine that it was good. Not advertised. Yeah, listen, it was a universal complaint, right? That they never had the marketing materials up on time. Like literally a universal complaint. Was Ace and Tegan and the holographs of the Doctor and Davison, Dr. Davison McCoy? I was saying, as were they. Yeah, no, I like, anything that Jodie wasn't in was much better. Whittaker and the Doctors, Hartnell and Bradley, and the younger Baker, the younger McCoy. Yeah, no, again, anything there. That was all nice, right? They're all getting paid by the words. As Petey Rich. I mean, really. These people learn to write by writing Twitter. For God's sake, utter morons. Fine, let's have a look at some headlines. We'll go to. I think there's nothing going on in Doctor Who news. Let's have a quick look. Once in Future, yeah, we covered that. I like that, right? I did like that. No, nothing new. No, nothing really big. Okay, nothing jumping out. If you can recommend one Doctor Who Big Finish for me to try, what would it be? Oh. Okay, fine. I got to reply to this. Okay. Please come on my channel and I'll walk you through your happily walk you through your options. I love Mary Claire's channel. It's awesome, right? It's freaking awesome. Yeah, you can send it now. It's okay. Send. Go. Oh yes, the life of having Twitter Blue. Let's refresh this. Box office projections continue to decline for James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy, and they were doing bad a week ago. That's interesting. But for me, it's a Disney Plus movie. Box office where they predict beginning of April had it between 120 and 155 for the moment, and go to bring on a total domestic of 288 to 403. I mean, it's not like, not nothing. So now it's down to 110 to 135 with a 264 to 231. Did it get downgraded again? On April 28th, they adjusted predictions again, but dropped the high end to 130 million. So they dropped it 5 million from there. Okay, so now so did it drop it again? So now they dropped it from 120. Shit, that's bad news. Then it dropped it to 118. Oh my god, that's really bad. I'll do better than Ant-Man and Wasp. They got 106. Right? It'll do. It's going to be a better movie. Yeah, trouble is, I mean, like, they just make these movies so they make enough money that they can do whatever shit they want. Right? Which is not the best news. Fine. Diablo 4. So Jason Moore says he feels no pressure for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom to do well. Man, yeah, they took a shit on him and a half, didn't they? IDW down opinion, 30 laying off 39% of staff. You know what? They so deserved it. They deserve it for putting out relentless shit and being woke assholes. Right? And they're being removed from the stock exchange. It's a shame because people are losing their jobs, but like, really, why do you think people aren't flocking to buy your books? Like, yeah, you do. They do the Doctor Who book, don't they? There was that Titan. Yeah, look, this looks like shit. Can we have some like real artwork? Not this like lazy ass shit. Look at this. Like more than 3 lines. And why are they all chicks? Just stop with this shit. Leave me alone. Oh, I mean, that really does look like shit. Yeah, no, they deserve to go under. They do. because, relentless shit, mate. What do you want me to tell you? Nicolas Cage unwittingly makes a huge pro-life case saying his first memory was in utero. Well, that's weird. This is awesome. Writer strike already improving American society as late-night propaganda shut down. Yeah, I know. Oh, God. I mean, I can't believe you have so many writers write your bullshit for you. John Oliver. Oh, God, I can't stand him. The DAC Entertainment to charge for Elvish spoken language in Lord of the Rings Gollum claims voice actors had to be trained by law experts. Well, that's good. Had to charge for Elvish spoken language. Okay. Latest Star Wars rumor claims Damon Lindelof's project featured an older training version of Rey training two younger Jedi of color. Well, that sounds better because at least you're not bringing back Daisy Ridley. That's what it was. That was what the breaking ball was. So that we're covering tomorrow, 4th of May. May the 4th be with you, baby. Nicolas Cage is going to be in The Flash. Stop. France response to criticism after exposing a breast at Valentino. Yeah, he didn't look very good. And like the Met people are just weirdos, right? They're all freaking weirdos. That sounds good. A derivative yet intriguing Vietnam era comic book. Oh, later. That sounds good. Comic-Con The Flash test screening leaks reveals the identity of Dark Flash and confirms DC Legacy canon. I don't need that. I wait till it comes out. Yeah, Days of Tomorrow is done. We're doing We're doing Star Wars stories tomorrow, mainly, right? I think that's the plan. Fine. I think with that, I'm going to wrap up. I wanted to do an hour show. I went for an hour 15. What can I tell you? SJW wars are so many SJWs. Too many. Although again, I know a lot of people didn't. I really liked Mando this season, right? I'm open-minded for Ahsoka, right? If they keep the quality up, I'm happy, right? I'm loving Citadel, and I think there's a new show called Silo coming on as well. Fine. I think with that, I'm going to wrap up, though. Yes, I am cream cracker, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell everybody. Big news. As long as I get up in time, which I think I will, I'm going to be on Doomcock tonight, right? Catch me on Doomcock's channel. It's going to be 3 a.m. my time, so that'll be, what was it? 1 a.m. your time, right? In the UK. Or on the East Coast, it'll be, what was it? 8 p.m., I think? Yeah. 8 p.m. is 1 a.m. for you 8 p.m. is 1 a.m. in the UK. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, okay, fine. I got that right. Clune Bullocks, I know. So I'm excited about that. I really genuinely am. Mary Kay like Colin Baker's era, so she's cool in my books. We are a rare species. No, Colin Baker's awesome. See, I like that she finds the good, right? And there is a lot of good in the Colin Baker era. Fine, yeah. So I'm on that tonight at again. I got to go about 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. to do that. But that's what I will do for my adoring audience because that's just the guy I am. Fine. With that though, I am going to wrap up. I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. I'm going to say good night, good luck. Take everything it does with a switch of salt. I understand that, but it's fun. I'm going to hit the end broadcast button and say good night, good luck.